Hi, this is Dean Bowen, and on behalf of NetFlow Corporation team, I'd like to welcome you to Managing Your Contacts. We're going to cover the following subjects today. Verifying your contact information has a first name, email address, and a classification, which we call groups. We're going to save that spreadsheet as a comma-separated value, or commonly known as a CSV. We're going to import those contacts into the Now Backroom, and then verify that those contacts and groups were imported correctly. So let's start with your spreadsheet. So here's mine. Today I have, you'll see that it looks like I have 8 contacts because there's 8 rows, but you'll notice that the first row is a header row. So when we import that, it's only going to give us 7 contacts. So here we are. I've got a first name, last name, I have a valid email address, and I have groups. Notice that Jane Smith has a comma newsletter. That means that Jane is in 2 groups, our A list and our newsletter list. John Doe is in 2 groups called the B list and the board member. Notice that if we have multiple groups, they are not in multiple columns. They are all in the same column called groups. And we can do it by a comma separated or a semicolon separated, depending on how your contact database manages your multiple groups. So now that we've verified that our contacts are correct, we're going to come into here, click on File, choose Save As, and if you started with an Excel spreadsheet or some other, it's going to look like that. You're going to click on the drop down, you're going to scroll down and look for the comma separated comma delimited file, which see right here the extension is .csv. If you're in a Macintosh, you're going to look for the Windows comma delimited CSV. So I'm going to go ahead and click Save, and when you convert an Excel spreadsheet to a CSV, you're going to get prompted that you're converting it and you're going to lose some formatting. That's okay. Just go ahead and click Yes, and now we're done verifying that our contacts are correct. So let's go ahead and log into the back room and import. So whatever your domain name is, you're going to type in NAPI dot and then the NetFlow's domain name. So napi.net-flow.com / and whatever your domain name is. So in this case, we're going to use the evolve domain. Your computer may not get the same security warning, but this is letting you know that this web page is trying to open a site in your secure trusted list. I like to know when I'm going into a secured area, so I leave this prompt open. So once we get here, we're now ready to log in, and you log in with your email address. So I'm going to log in with mine. You'll log in with yours. You put in the password that you set up or changed it to. You can have it memorize your username and password. I click on No. So here we are in the back room, and our goal is to import our clients. Now let's go to Manage Clients, and notice that under Manage Clients I have 0 records. If I click on Manage Groups, you're going to see that I don't have any groups as well. So now that I go into Ready to Import, I'm going to click on Import Client. I'm going to click on the Browse button to find mine, and I've put mine on the desktop, so I can come right down to the desktop, find the file that I want to open up, click on Open. Now that I know that's there, I'll click on Submit. On the left hand side, you'll see that my header row of the spreadsheet names are right here. I'm now going to match it to the back room, so I'm going to match that to the first name. Then I'm going to map this to the last name. Then I'm going to take the email address and associate that. And the email broadcast looks for and delivers from the business email email type. So you can have your home as well as business. So for all intents and purposes here, associate your business email option with your email column. And then lastly is our column was called Groups. We'll scroll down and find Groups. Our spreadsheet had a header row, so we're going to say this includes a header row. When we click Submit, it's now going to tell us that it imported 8 records and 0 were skipped, And so let's go ahead and click Submit. Now let's go ahead and verify that our contacts are correct. We've got John Doe all the way through Jim Tucker. And so because it said that it had 8, it removed the first header row, so it gives us 7 contacts. Now let's go into our groups. Let's verify A group, B group, C group is there. Our board member, our events, our newsletter, and volunteer is there. Well, if you'd like any more help, just scroll down to the bottom here and you notice that you can submit comments or questions. If you have any suggestions on how to improve the process, just click on the comments and you can type in. Notice that it populates all your contact information. Type any comments and click Submit, and that will get added to our comment database. Under questions, if you'd like some technical support, have any technical questions or how-to, you can click on questions, type it in, click Submit, and that will get submitted to us. So on behalf of the NetFlow Corporation team, I hope this video tutorial has been helpful in managing your contacts.